Hello, friends. Welcome to another episode of NPD Banking. We are meeting today because of the announcement which affects all of us, that is, our wallets or our pockets, where we are supposed to have e currency. The e-Rupee was announced on 1st of August 2021, and having studied the e currencies around the world, I was expecting the same features, same functionalities, that is, instead of a paper or a metal coin in my pocket, there would be a e-currency in my mobile. There would be a private key and a public key, and everything would be so nice, what we call heaven as far as the currency goes. You will appreciate that around the world 86% of the central banks are researching the central bank digital currency, out of which 60% are experimenting with it already and 14% are already in the pilot testing phase. Central bank digital currency is much different from the cryptocurrency because the central bank of the country is behind it. Ideally, this currency would be in our hands, in our mobile, or not even on our mobile, is what the advertisement or publicity material of the Reserve Bank says. I have researched all the media, and all the media is reproducing the publicity material word for word with no other research done, no other comments done, and therefore a lot of questions are unanswered. The main question which is answered is that it is not an e-currency, it is a e-voucher. You are aware that under various government schemes, payment is done, and therefore the money must reach the receiver and not be diverted in between is the aim, and therefore this will achieve it. You will realize that many years ago, maybe 6 years ago, when the Aadhaar card was announced to be linked with the bank account, the same reason was given to ensure that the payment reaches the receiver. Now, my question is that if Aadhaar and the bank account is linked and the payment reaches the receiver, after the e-Rupee voucher or e-Rupee or e-voucher is introduced, what is the need for Aadhaar then? Maybe for some other purposes, the main purpose is already lost. If you notice, we have a lot of programmers in India, we have a lot of infrastructure. There was no reason why a e-currency could not have been issued in a straight format. I am not going into the politics of it because I am ignorant about politics, and I would like to ignore all political issues or the intentions of such an announcement of an e-voucher. Does that mean that major countries who are developed countries have issued it first? I pose a question for you. Which is the country which introduced the first digital currency? Is it USA, Germany, Switzerland, or a small island of Bahamas? That's right, the small island of Bahamas towards the end of 2020 introduced it before China. It has got no resources except for tourism. Yet it found the need because it was hit by cyclone, and the people over there were also affected by the pandemic, and they wanted a currency which did not change hands. Although we are a small channel, we have talked to the governor of the Central Bank of Bahamas. Believe me, he is real. And he has answered or introduced to us the sand dollar, which the country has started using very successfully since the last quarter of 2020. Aping somebody else's model is very easy. We could have done that. I am very disappointed that we do not have an e-currency even today, but we just have an e-voucher, which could have been much better. It is just like claiming to have done first. That's all, my friends. You please analyze my comments and give your opinion in the comments below, and let us see how we can take it forward. Goodbye, see you later, and make sure you subscribe.
We didn't start with the idea of a central bank digital currency. We focused on eliminating as many obstacles as possible for persons having access to the equivalent of a deposit account or a mobile wallet account to conduct transactions. The sand dollar is the digital version of the Bahamian currency. It's built to be used on the mobile wallet platforms that our financial institutions are introducing.
We distribute the Sand Dollar to payment services providers for further distributions to institutions and merchants.
The amazing thing about Sand Dollar is that there are no fees or transaction costs. So if I need to pay one of my staff, I can do it right there in the moment. They receive it literally within seconds.
In many of our remote communities, there's very limited access to financial services on a daily basis.
It helps those unbanked members of our population who don't have access to commercial banking facilities.
As a partner, the IMF has been very helpful in bringing independent scrutiny to the process that we've undertaken in getting to this point. We are at a very early stage in the process of introducing the Sand Dollar. We need to leapfrog now and allow everybody to provide financial services through the digital channels.